Hi, everyone, and welcome to your weekly dose of truth tarot with me, Terryann, and you can hear bird chirping on my shoulder. So this is for the week of February 13th to the 19th, right? That's going to be, because the last one ended on the 12th. This is as I said, the fairy tarot, and we're going to look at, last week we did things that had to do with opportunity, and it came up as masculine and feminine. So we're getting closer and closer to Valentine's Day, which is where I would rather have gone to at this point. But let's shift the questioning anyway, and we'll do more about love next week. Or let's see, maybe something is going to come up about love. So let's, I haven't really formulated the question because I thought, oh, let's do this completely intuitively. So what are the blessings from the universe today, from God today, from divine, all right? What are the blessings that we're having? So our first card is going to be, this is the Seven of Wands. So Seven of Wands usually indicates valor. So one of the blessings would be for us to be noble, valorous, honorable in the way we are doing things. Let's see that in the way we're doing things, where the place we are coming from would be even better to indicate. I don't know which side to go. I'm going to go on this side. Actually, this card. And the next card is Page of Pentacles. So in our valor, when we are noble, what will happen is we will receive, it can be physical messages, it can be meaning you can get a message after you've put out an application, because one of the ways is the Page of Pentacles can offer an application and you will receive something physical. This could be, if you're writing a book, your book would go out there. If you have a course to teach, your plan will be made up and adjusted. If you're waiting for a school assignment, that will come back to you. But it should be, if you've acted valorously, if you've acted in a way that is in accordance with morality and God, then you will actually get the gains. You will receive the message. This can be a job. This can be also financial, because it is a coin, so there can also be that financial munificence and abundance. And our last card, oh, it's Queen of Pentacles. So the Queen of Pentacles allows us to sit within the feminine and enjoy the fruits of our labor. So here are all the blessings for this week. Now remember, these blessings are going to come from valor, from something noble that we do. A message is received. This can partly indicate a message going out, and that we get to sit. And what I mean by sit, it's not necessarily physical, it's this seated energy within the abundance of the Queen of Pentacles, who understands entirely how to work with the physical world, how to manifest from nothing to something, right? When you think of fairy tales out there, some of the fairy tales, there's manifestation from nothing, like Rumpelstiltskin is able to manifest when he needs to. I think in Nana, I think it's Gigglemish actually manifests from dirt, fashions some flies, if I remember correctly. So there are different aspects of ourselves that is able to manifest from basically our moral position. That's what this is saying. You could say some people are good at manifesting, but because I'm asking about the blessing, this is the week that any of us could actually work in accordance with this blessing. It doesn't mean you're going to do it all the time. Some people have other talents. Some people are painters. Some people are super money makers. But this is the week where if you are Yeah, in virtue. And what is virtue? I think that needs to be looked at. So one of the things virtue is to tell the truth. And we're not talking about generic truths, right? We're not talking about silly truths uh, like, you know, every detail about what's going on with your bowel movement, unless the doctor is asking you. But we don't need to sit at a restaurant and start describing our bowel movement because we want to be honest. No, we're talking about honesty, the truth of something where we're not looking at the truth and just smacking it in the face and saying, no, I won't be truthful. Something that will dishonor your soul. So let me just see how that sits with the universe. And this is Six of Wands. Six of Wands is definitely wisdom, and wisdom in the, because we're referring to wands, I wanted to know if I was correct on this. And then I want to see, are we going to be manifesting more money? And it says, well, maybe. Look at that. I picked another page. That is so fascinating. Look, we've got batons, batons, and page and page. I mean, nothing like the cards just kind of slapping me in the face going, why are you asking these things, Terryann? Why are you asking? All right. And yeah, just kind of funny. So let's see what the third one is. The third one is this Queen of Pentacles, where we are seated within the physical and we understand how to work with the physical to manifest. And there we've got the Hermit, not the same card. It is a major arcana, but it does talk about being by oneself in their wisdom. So there's definitely a good balancing there. It's a very different view because the Hermit is masculine and this is feminine, but this is a masculine who knows to use it, how to use his environment. Because if you imagine a hermit is out in the world by himself, all on his lonesome, dealing with the world. So he definitely knows how to work with herbs and elements and feed himself and take care of himself, and he doesn't need anyone else out there. And that is kind of referential to the reading I gave on the Queen, which is, oh yes, we're going to be seated in our ability to deal with the physical world. So they're very different cards, but we can understand the relationship. In this case, it's not talking about being illuminated, whereas the Hermit says, look, there's an element of illumination. So if you are incapable of manifesting what you want, then it is time to illuminate that pathway, whether it is to go to someone who knows how to do it. If anyone knows Scott Adams, who, God bless his soul, has passed away recently, but someone that was just amazing to listen to and to use his advice. But one of the things he always referred to is you have a talent stack. And I would say that illuminating within the Queen of Pentacles, that talent stack that you have. And if you don't have a talent stack, that means all of your abilities, they stack up. And as they stack up, you succeed better and better in life. If you don't have your talent stack built up, I don't care what age you are, start building up that talent stack. All right, my loves, there you go. Have a wonderful week. And those are the blessings from God. Oops, I burped. Sorry. Bye.